Good afternoon. This is Michael Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. I just want to do a very quick video to talk about our approaching winter storm. We are under a winter storm watch at the moment. I do suspect, because regardless of snow amounts, because of the ice cold conditions and winds that will be coming with this, that we'll upgrade to a winter storm warning, possibly a blizzard warning. To me, it's kind of 50-50 on whether we're going to reach the wind criteria, but it's a matter of, do they sustain for the period of time that's required to become a blizzard? And that's kind of in question. So it will be near blizzard conditions to blizzard conditions. So I would not be surprised if the National Weather Service, probably tomorrow sometime, probably later in the day, issues either a winter storm warning or a blizzard warning. So with that said, my thoughts on this storm have not changed. There's a lot of noise out there every time a model run changes. I kind of talked about that in my video the other day, that the storm itself is not changing every 6 hours. The model's ability to understand it is changing every 6 hours. So don't live and die by these models. So my thoughts from yesterday, and really from the video I did 2 or 3 days ago, have not changed. My gut has told me this entire time this storm was going to be a little less amplified, a little bit more tilted west to east than the hard southwest, to northeast turn that a lot of the models had it doing. So, and that's kind of starting to come to fruition. So, again, my thoughts are, we're under winter storm watch, and for a winter storm from 7 p.m. Thursday to 7 a.m. Saturday. Sorry, I'm having a hard time speaking here. We're going to start off as light rain, maybe Thursday afternoon, very quickly change from rain to moderate to heavy snow by mid to late Thursday evening as the front rushes in. So any surfaces that are wet at the time that temperature begins to fall, it'll drop 20 degrees in probably an hour. So temperature's going to plunge very quickly. And so any surfaces that are wet will turn to ice. And so if there are wet roads and they sheet over as ice and then it snows on top of it, it's going to be very treacherous travel. Again, as that transition begins to occur, the changeover to snow will be very quick, and be moderate to heavy snow overnight, Thursday night into Friday morning, kind of tapering down to moderate snow late Friday morning into Friday afternoon. Then it should begin to decrease. Overall, and of course I can't, again, we get focused on the snow amounts. The wind and the cold are going to be the most dangerous parts of this thing. And unless you're out traveling, the snow is going to be a big issue if you're out traveling. If you don't have to travel Thursday night and Friday, please don't do so. By Saturday, they may have some time to try to do something with the roads, although the frigid temperatures are going to make it hard to melt them, but still, at least they might be cleared a little bit. Be very cognizant with your animals and all that kind of stuff. Once we get into Thursday night through the weekend, it's going to be very dangerous. Don't leave your pets outside for a long period of time. Don't you stay outside for a long period of time. And of course, kids and want to go out and play for a long time, keep an eye on them as well. So my confidence that we're going to pick up an area-wide 2 to 4 inches of snow, I never put 100% because we've seen before this storm's still 2,000 miles away. To say that there's no chance that it doesn't totally bust would be foolhardy, but I'm 99% confident we're getting a minimum of 2 to 4 inches. 85 to 90% confident in what my actual forecast is, which is 4 to 8 inches of snow. And then there's a 50-50 chance that some of us could go over 8 inches if deformation banding sets up. Some of that's going to be contingent upon energy transfer and the such. And I think there's a 50-50 chance that we end up actually reaching blizzard criteria. I do want to emphasize, like on this map, and I'll show you the full map here in just a second, I have a couple of outside areas highlighted, and I'll show you those. I think area-wide Madison or central Indiana is going to pick up 4 to 8 inches of snow. That may not be a high enough forecast. Most of the model data, except for the 12Z NAM that sent people into a tizzy, is putting down anywhere from 8 to 12 inches of snow in our area. So know that more is possible if this intensifies just right, and the cold air is going to fluff the snow and make it at a higher ratio of snow. So higher amounts are possible. I'm going with my gut on this, though, that it's a 4 to 8 inch snowfall. Here's an enlargement of the map, and in the upper left you see the kind of pinkish or purplish color. To me, that's the area with the best chance of exceeding 8 inches of snowfall widespread. Again, we could have some localized spots anywhere in central Indiana that could pick up more than 8 inches, but that to the northwest, to me, is the best chance of exceeding 8 inches on a widespread note. And the little area to the bottom right, it has probably the highest chance of having amounts that are below 4 inches. Again, I don't think that's really going to happen. I think anywhere inside of this map area is good for 4 to 8 inches of snow. But if this is going to be wrong, it's probably my forecast is going to be too low. But I feel pretty good about this. This forecast is preliminary, but I have a feeling I'm not really going to end up changing it much. So that's all I really wanted to talk about, just kind of give you an update on what my thoughts are, and that's it. My thoughts really have not changed over the last 3 days, and we'll see how things look later on or tomorrow and go from there. With all that said, this is Mike Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. Have a great day.